You need a bit of Colgate, bro.
Man.
Okay, do you want me to introduce?
Yeah, Blaine, you host.
You introduced it.
Okay. Hold on.
Alright.
Ma, it's always on the bench.
Huh?
No, he said Ma, not Mark.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Alright, we ready to go?
Okay, we're
My
doing
bad.
it.
I had the shivers.
Okay,
What?
alright.
What? Alright.
I think we're all ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, welcome back to the TS Cast. On today's episode, episode 2, we have myself. Hi, I'm Blade. We have Zed.
That's me.
We have Mark.
Hello.
We have Eric.
Mhm.
We have Jade.
Yo.
And we have Nautilus.
Hi guys.
And this is our comeback episode. It's been like a good year since our last one, but we're coming back strong. We've got a couple topics I want to talk about and a couple new segments. So
No matter what happens, it's gonna be better than the first one.
Fucking hell.
and we're happy to be back.
Hopefully.
Oh man, you know what? Should we start off with that fucking
First one?
that first episode?
I feel like the second one is like the best one. The second one's the best one.
Oh,
Yeah, like
totally.
the two. Yeah, like Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. It's objectively the best of the movies.
Mhm.
Hot take, oops.
In episode 1, The Phantom Menace of Star Wars, everyone hates that one. And
Is that true?
Animals is kind of
that's
cool.
what
Yes.
that's what I've heard. Everyone says I fucking hate it,
Most
So
people say
fucking
it's
much.
shit, yeah.
but
Damn cool. Yes.
man, that was like that first episode was probably the worst thing.
Bro, because
Yeah.
Alex came in with his fucking eggs, man.
Yeah, it's like we were just trying to talk about stuff, and he was like, "Yo, watch me make eggs. That's gonna be fun, right?" And it's like, okay, and he did it, and it took him I want to say 30 minutes to cook an egg, and then he put it in some bread and then ate it. And then we just watched Kay's cooking, where she just like made the worst food, and it was a disaster.
Oh, man.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, Nick like showed his dad. He was like, "Yo, check this out. I made a podcast with my friends," and since his dad really likes podcasts, he was like, "Oh, cool. Let's see it. Let's see it." And then he played it for him, and then he just said it sucked. Like he hated it.
I mean,
It was
I
the
hated
worst.
it.
It's like I was looking back on it too, and it's like it's just baseless. There's nothing going on. We don't know anything about what we're doing. It was probably one of the worst things in the history of the server.
Oh, big words, man.
Beast.
I'm a D1 hater.
I mean, TSU said a couple bad things in the past, wouldn't you say?
100%.
TS2,
Yeah.
anybody?
I would say that's
TS2?
top 5.
Top 5, wow.
There's
Well, I mean,
been a
okay.
lot of bad things.
Okay, wait.
If
Let's
it's
list the
top
top
five,
5,
then-
okay? Let's list the
Right,
top
well-
5.
What does
Uh-oh.
your top 5 look like then?
Alright, top 5. Well, we got the Akatori,
Okay,
which
yeah.
was when Blaine got hacked, and we lost the old server. And then we also have, what else do we have? Well, I mean, the Kate incident.
Yeah.
Ew.
Would you say that's a bad TSU moment though, or just a bad Kate moment?
That's
I
true.
think that was just a bad Kate moment.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
That
like
was
a
a
week
big
past,
fumble on her
like,
part.
no one really cared about Kate.
Yeah, like when she departed, she was like, "Okay, I was told that I can't be anymore. Bye." And then no one said
And then like
anything.
the whole,
and then Nick
the whole
posted-
server like, right, they went silent and then like silently giggled.
Yeah, like literally the message after that, Nick just posted a gif of Cemetery and was like, "It's Cemetery Sunday" or something. That's how fast.
Bro, I
it
remember when
fucking-
Nick did that.
That's how fast it blew by. Like no one cared.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, keep going. What else in the list?
Okay. Shit.
TS2?
TS2. What do you think, Blaine? Do you think TS2 is in the top 5?
Top 5 most disappointing things, I think. But again, I think it's the same thing with the case thing, where, like, just nothing negative happened because of it. Or just, like, really flopped.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, I think I have a good one that is very connected to the TSU.
Okay.
I think it was the worst call we've ever had, which
Oh god.
it was Blaine. You were playing Bloodbath. You were
Uh-huh.
trying to get a run. I forgot. It was
Uh.
like from around 70 to the end.
Yeah.
And then you would get off. And then Viper, another member, he didn't want you, so he went on the mic. He wanted to see you fail, so he just went on the mic and just started screaming. He said, "Ah!" for
No, for whatever reason, his, like, when it started, like, clipping, like, the max on his mic, like, it was just, like, indefinite, like, just kind of kept going. So, like, he was so close to the mic and, like, screamed so, like, consistently that it was just, like, volume.
I know, it was insane. Like, I've never seen
It was
anything like it.
Like, I turned vodka down to 20% and it was still, like, crazy.
Bro, it was
Was that your
bad.
number 2, Zen?
My number 2. Actually, wait. I need to add something onto that.
Sure.
You know, Oiko, who was also in the call, fumble. He said he had to go to the doctor because he went like deaf in
That's
one of
right.
his ears. That's how
Yeah.
bad it was. Which I think gives it at least top 2 status.
Yeah.
But
Because I was gonna say there's a
that's-
big
well,
event
not
you're
top
missing.
2. No, I'll just keep it top 5. And then we have him.
What about the Asia raid?
Oh yeah, the Asia raid.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
another one. Yeah, the Asia one was fucking. I slept through it, and then Cameron
So did
told me-
Blaine.
So did me, dude.
Oh wait, I know one. I fucking know one, bro. It was when, I think it was Jade, Harvey, and Jax, like turned on like ran Wu and Cameron out of the server.
Yep.
That one
Wasn't that TS2?
was that TS2? I don't know if that was TS2.
It was like an proxy war of TS2.
I mean, yeah, you can kind of just put 2020
yeah.
as.
You know what? I think TS2 might be an honorable mention because
It was such a colossal flop.
it was just such a fumble.
It was
We
such-
spent like 2 hours like making an entire document, getting things set
It-
up,
Yep.
and
It
then we
was the
did
beginning
nothing
of
with
the-
it.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the inactivity period,
Oh yeah, that was
the Dark Age.
that was something.
Giving historical names to just events on a Discord server is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's like the most, what is it? The most meaningless stuff.
But it
Yeah.
was so hyped up.
It was very hyped up.
Bro, I remember joining the call, like the first call after the TS2 got implemented, and I was the only one there. It was just me in the call.
Bro, no one joined. You even said that I was gonna get admin privileges, me and Viper, and you never gave us any privileges.
Oh, that was funny.
You just gave us like a role that said that we were going to get admin privileges soon.
Okay, well, speaking of role,
Okay.
how would you say Americans play their role into society?
Alright.
And would you say that Americans as a people are valid?
Okay,
What
well,
do you
as
think?
a people, Well, I think
Well, yeah,
that
as a
as a
people,
they're
hell no.
fine. I think that America as a country might be in shambles right now.
I mean,
It might be the new TS2.
we, are,
The Declaration of the Independence was the OG TS2.
we are falling apart.
Like, bro, it's just
Declaration of Independence is the
The
OG.
stuff that happens here, bro.
dude. It's
If
like
you guys come to America, you will not come out the same.
I never planned on
Okay.
That's
going
all I
ever.
have to say. That's all I have to say.
Are we on the same page that America is invalid then, or
I think
what is it?
the idea of what America was meant to be is valid. But I think America, at the point it's at right now, is not valid. It's very invalid.
Right.
But I just think all we have to do to solve it is just go to nuclear war. Just a factory reset.
whoa.
Okay,
whoa.
wait. Let's not
Well,
do that.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
kidding,
Well,
I'm just kidding,
let's
I'm
look at
kidding.
Blaine's
Oh,
question
your
here.
kidding.
It was
buddy.
America's role in society. Now we got balance it out. Okay, like
Yeah, I'm
America's
just
cultural
joking.
export is pretty important, I'd say,
Yeah, I mean,
and pretty beneficial.
they got France, Blaine's favorite country, to revolt, but nothing really happened. So I don't know about that one. It brought it sort of it kind of brought down monarchy as a popular what's the word, like, political ideology. What is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it got rid of that, or at least made it really small. And then it also what else did they do? They're kind of like the police of the world.
Okay.
In a
Okay.
way.
How about we get out the history for a bit and just talk about America in the now?
In the
What's
now.
America doing right?
Shout
What's
out
America
Rosa
doing
Parks.
wrong?
Yeah,
Is the
where
food
would
good?
America? Yeah, where would America's food rank out of all the foods in the world?
What America's doing right now,
American food.
bro, it's just as Nato said, it's
Okay,
just the
American
best
food. It's just it's so good, but it's the worst.
It's the best tasting,
It's
but
the
the worst
bro.
for you.
Bro, you eat one thing, you gain like 20 pounds.
Bro, like, you turn into Kane.
Well, you're just saying America's the land of the cane.
A little bit. Kane eats a lot of American food.
What?
Like, he's got that Macca's.
I don't think Kane discrimination when it comes to eating types of food.
Maybe not, but from what
Kane
I've
eats
heard,
every food.
but from what I've seen, the food that I have seen Kane eat the most is Burger King and McDonald's.
Okay, well, that's a distinction we have to make, right?
Yeah.
What classifies as American food?
I would
Because
say
burgers are German.
that's true, but cheeseburgers,
Hot dogs.
hot dogs, popcorn.
Hot dogs.
Well, popcorn is like
People
snack
made
food.
sausage back in the Dark
Oh.
Ages.
Bacon. What about bacon?
They did that in the
Bro,
Middle Ages as well.
you just mean meat off a pig.
I mean, look.
All right. Well, now we're starting
Okay,
to get into the point
we
where...
can't forget about the.
Oh, American
Here,
cheese,
listen,
because it's
pizza.
cheese.
Mark,
American cheese.
Let me ask you this.
We
So
we
a
have
hamburger-
pizza. That's like the number one consumer.
Hold on, wait. So, Mark, a hamburger is German, and it's like meat and two buns. But a hot dog isn't American because it's a sausage and two buns, and people used to make sausages back in the day. What about the hamburger? We've been making bread and cooking meat for as long
Do you think
as...
people not
Cooking
put meat in bread all like way back in when?
Yeah, so what makes the distinction that a hamburger is specifically
Right,
German,
I don't
know, man.
but a
I'm
hot
just here
dog
to
doesn't
argue.
count as American?
I feel like no one would argue the fact that like food in America, as in you go to America and the food that's in the country is probably the best because they have the range, they have the value, whatever, right? But if you're talking about stuff that's like endemic to the country, I guess, or like culturally sourced from America, I feel like there's other nations that could come around top.
Yeah, I will say this. I will say I don't think there is a specific American food just because America is built up of immigrants. Like that's like people migrated to America and so it's like a whole what's the word melting pot of just like different like ethnicities and cultures and different food. So it's just pretty much a place uh where there's no specific like food that counts as American food because
We stole
Yeah.
every food.
yeah,
We stole every food.
Bro, you
and
even made
called it
food that didn't.
ours.
You even made food that didn't exist and called it someone else's food. You made fortune cookies and like now everyone thinks they're Chinese.
yeah. We also we didn't just steal the food, we also stole the land.
Okay, that's a different debate.
we
That's something
we
else.
did steal the land.
We did.
No way.
Right.
No.
In that case, does someone want to pull
Yes,
up an American food tier list?
Sure.
Nothing.
No, wait,
because we
no,
stole
no, no, no,
everything.
no, no, no. We're getting off track now. We're getting off track again.
Okay,
Go tier
guys.
list.
No.
If you'd like the TSU's opinion on American food in the format of a tier list, make sure to go down in the description below and check out our Patreon page.
Wait, yeah, we need to fill in the Patreon exclusive sections then.
No.
We do.
No, but if you really want to be smart, we do a Ko-fi because it's cheaper.
Okay, well, if there is a Patreon, then
It's not
then,
if, bro.
What do you mean, yeah?
Oh, so there will be.
There is a Patreon in the description below.
Okay.
It's to
Alright, man.
fundraise for the
I'll
international
fucking make a
meetup.
Patreon then. I'll make a Patreon.
Where all the funds will not be pocketed and instead
Wait,
will
no,
go
no,
to
sorry.
a fund.
Wait, Mark said there's a different website that was better, like the alternate one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it buy me a coffee?
Ko-fi is cheaper because it's not taking out of you what you make, but it's a set amount each month.
Okay, then go down in the description. Get me a buy me a coffee subscription. That sounds so fucky.
Buy
I
me
don't
a
like that phrase.
Okay,
Patreon
well-
Are you all even on the right one?
buy me a coffee.
But look, us here at the TS Cast, we plan to be ambitious, and with your support, by episode 100, we are planning to have an IRL podcast.
By the
Yes,
way,
people
we
all
plan
over
to
the
be
world.
ambitious.
We plan to be
Just
ambitious.
remember the TS2. You know, nothing is promised.
But we can actualize that ambition with your support, so please check us out in the description below.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, there you go.
Back
Get
to
a
food.
buy me a coffee or get a buy me a Patreon,
That's
and then
that's look.
what's it called then? What
Extension.
is it?
I'm just sending
Buy
you the
me out
fucking
the
link.
country.
Okay, send me the
Oh,
link.
whoa!
Buy me a coffee.
No, we're not
No,
gonna be
this
on YouTube Kids now.
Oh, Ko-fi. Get a Ko-fi
We
subscription.
gotta get that YouTube
Wait,
kids.
then what is
one.
buy me a coffee?
No, that's like the support thing. We can save people like $3.
Oh, okay, well then get the Ko-fi, not the buy me a coffee, because you're not gonna get anything.
Get the Ko-fi.
It's called Ko-fi.
The
It's creative.
core hype?
No,
The
because I
core
was wondering why Mark only said the coffee part of buy me a coffee, and I was like, are we talking about the same thing?
hype?
By
I
the
was
way,
like
it's coffee.
really.
It's Ko-fi and Ko-fi. It's by.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
never
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Back to food, guys. Back to food.
Yeah. Actually,
So-
wait. Speaking of food,
Okay.
is it time? Actually, wait.
What a-
Not yet.
What
Not
a
yet.
cooking
Not
up
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Definitely not yet.
Okay, yeah. Well, maybe we should talk more about ourselves and our relationship to food before we go to the one and only.
Yeah. Actually, I just realized.
Sure.
How about we talk about the food, American the American food, and then
That we stole. Yeah.
that we stole, and then we talk about other countries relations with America.
Okay.
That's
Wait,
what
wait.
we're doing.
This is just a
Let's
personal.
ask-
Wait, this is just a
okay.
personal
Okay,
question.
okay,
Okay, wait.
okay.
On an American
Okay,
hot
go
dog,
ahead.
it's a sausage and bun,
Yeah.
and then what sauces and do you put
Mhm.
onions on it?
Absolutely onions.
I've seen people put
It-
shredded onions, like diced.
I
not
do.
Shredded. You got
So it's shredded, the
diced-
diced onions and then mustard and tomato sauce.
you got diced onions, mustard, ketchup, and relish.
Relish is so good.
Yeah,
It's
I like
really
relish.
good.
I relish
I
it.
enjoy.
Stop.
I mean, cherish it.
What?
Stop.
I mean relish. I
Huh?
mean relish.
It's not even a pot.
It's not even funny anymore. I thought it was funny, and then I realized. I
Okay,
used the
well,
wrong
yeah.
word.
Can I just point
I
this out
don't funny
quickly?
that.
This might be to our own detriment, but I'm noticing that even though we are talking about the other ways in which America could be valid, I'm noticing we're hung on this food topic a lot.
Yeah.
Parallel maybe our last episode a year ago. One about food.
Well, that was the transition. See, we talked about the first
Oh,
episode,
okay.
which was about food, and then we got onto
Yeah,
America by
yeah,
talking about food,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
we just never we never changed what.
No, we can take off from it.
Okay, let's go. Let's go with something else. What are we doing about it now?
Yeah.
How about we? Oh yeah, we were supposed to do the fucking pros and cons, bro.
Yeah.
And then we just kept talking about food.
All right, let's start with the living costs.
Jesus Christ. So the pros. Let's do the pros. You know, we have like we cast a really wide net in terms of like culture, like food, even though some of it's kind of inaccurate. Not really kind of, but pretty. We got you know, free speech. That's cool.
Oh no, bro, Blaine, New Zealand doesn't have free speech. What are we gonna do?
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
Norway doesn't have
Wait,
free
wait,
you
speech.
can barely
wait,
talk
wait,
now without
wait,
getting
wait.
canceled.
Okay, look.
Hey, that's only if
How
you're
about-
scared of Twitter.
Okay, how about like we take a step back and just like look at some other stuff that isn't like the right constitution or whatever stuff. Okay, let's
Okay.
talk about this for example. I'd argue America is the most iconic nation in the world, and I think it is most of the iconic cities in the world too.
Yeah. Like
There's a lot of
this
it.
shithole that is Los Angeles. The fucking shit
Iconic.
pit. Bro, I fucking like my dad was actually telling me if I want to move to Los Angeles. I was like, fuck no. Fuck no. I'm not doing that.
Why?
Dude.
What made you avoid LA?
Bro, everything. The fucking people suck. Like if you've watched any Housewife episode or Kardashians, you know everybody. You know everybody. You know, you got Erewhon there too. That's fucking nasty. It's fucking $40 for a donut. And then you got
But you have In now, right?
you got Skid Row, which is like the most depressing thing I think you'll ever see. And then yeah, speaking of Skid Row, you just have a lot of like homeless people no one wants to help. It's fucking miserable, dude. It sucks.
Okay.
You also got
Yeah,
Simon
but
Cowell.
I-
Like who the fuck? Like why? Why are these like
Bro,
fucking
I'm a
Botox?
fucking
Man?
White ass team.
Well, I mean, LA is VidCon, right?
Yeah, it's VidCon.
Fuck.
Then that moves too. Okay, what about the LAX?
The LAX. What's LAX again? I don't remember LAX.
But okay.
Damn.
Alright, well that's that. You know that's.
Awesome, Los Angeles, New York
Yeah,
City.
you know we the only good things we have are VidCon and LAX, I guess. Everything else fucking sucks.
Okay.
Don't come here.
Okay, New York City.
New York City. You got. It's not. I'll say this. From what I've seen.
Okay,
It's not as much of a shithole as Los Angeles, but there are parts of it that fucking blow. There are parts of it
it's
that
just
fucking
so
blow.
overrated.
You know, I mean, on the bright side, you do have James Farrar, but that's it. That's where it ends. You know, I mean, you know, it's just a shithole. You know, it smells
just
like
bad.
if you go in the subway. God damn, I just need to talk about the subways. Oh my god.
Yo,
Like, I'm telling you, it's like,
You can't go. You can't go without 5 seconds without finding a homeless person.
yeah, and the fucking subway state. Like every time you walk into like a train, it always smells like pee. Every single time, it smells like pee. And then you have like weird wacko people who are just like trying to
$5.
No, not like that. Not the $5. The fucking
Can I get $5?
like. Have you ever seen the video where it's the guy on the subway station? He's sitting down and he's like, "Okay, I don't. There's no easy way to say this. I might censor it in post, but he's like jerking off and on the fucking
Okay.
subway. That's all.
There
the
are
time.
so many ways you could censor that. You just wanted to say it.
Well, I don't know.
So-
I'm trying to keep the fucking conversation
So
going.
Zan, when you think of New
we
York,
gotta be
that's what you think of. That on the train.
Yeah.
Dude.
It sucks. It's the worst. It's just awful.
Okay, well, wasn't the Smurfs and the Smurfs 2 recorded in New York City?
Yeah, but you know they kept their head down. You know they try not to get in any trouble. You know they
Okay, what about Las Vegas?
fuck Las Vegas too.
Oh my god.
The only good thing about
Okay,
Las Vegas is the Fallout game.
One thing. No, you gotta like chime in here. It's the other American in the call. Are you agreeing with the slander, or what do you think?
It's pretty bad.
No, but
I'm starting to
What
turn
about-
against
what about
our own
Compton,
country
though?
now.
I know.
Fuck Compton.
Just fuck everything.
That's what I have to say. Fuck men ass. Like,
Oh yeah, man.
what is that?
So you got Alex and Nick there.
Who
Like, what do you-
named?
And then it's also named Man Ass Ass. Yeah. That's another thing.
Oh, man.
And then fucking Alex lives in Man Ass Ass and eats a food called Poo Poo Ass.
So you're saying, okay, so is the East Coast better then? Of the cities?
I mean, I'm from the East Coast, and I'll say this.
Is New York way better than Los Angeles?
Yes. Oh my fucking god. Yes. By every single stretch of the word. Yes. Fuck. I'm telling you,
Okay.
Los Angeles might be like in E tier you got South Sudan, in F tier you got Los Angeles.
okay, well, let's get to the root of this. Is America valid question? Would you consider New York City valid? Then?
I mean they do have the Smurfs. Yeah, I would.
Got pizza,
They do have good pizza. They got the Sopranos too.
Times Square,
They do have Times Square. Yeah. you
Central
know,
Park.
Yeah. New York is valid. It's just never going to Subway. Don't do it.
I just want to point out how it's like the only valid things about America comes from the non-Americans. Like, is this valid? Is this valid?
Yeah, because
What
you're in
the
America.
fuck?
It's just very nihilistic.
Okay, well, look, there's this other TSU member named Numpty who's voiced his opinion on America being pretty invalid.
Well,
Over the
he
last
takes
couple-
it to a more radical approach. He takes it to where if you're American, you suck more than America. Or something like that. I don't know.
Just nightmares about America.
It's like if you are American, you are part of the problem or something. Like that.
We
No,
spent the entire day yesterday talking shit about our good friend Sam here because he is American.
For 48 hours
Right.
straight. The only thing that came out of his mouth was "Shut up, you're American."
We had to kick him from the call multiple times because he just
so
could not
bad you
get
had
over
to time
it.
him out.
It's not even that. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't care. Like, if he was the only annoying me and no one else in the call, I don't care. I can take it. Pause. But if he's annoying me and everybody else in call, I have to do something about it. Because I know that if he keeps going, he'll single-handedly kill the server.
What you're saying Numpty's like a living like nuke who can blow who can blow up the server at any time.
More like the Black Plague.
Well,
Alright, well that's too much haterism.
Yeah, well, Numpty, if you're watching this, come on the next episode.
Don't.
The
You're
Numpty
gonna ruin.
special.
And support us on Ko-Fi.
You're gonna
Numpty,
sing
please.
the entire time.
Okay, well,
I mean, Numpty
based
does
on
have a nice singing
conversation
voice.
so far, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of pros for America.
Well, it's been a rough couple of centuries.
You've only been around for a couple of centuries.
Yeah, and it's been rough.
Yeah.
Okay, are there any pros you just want to throw in there to make the argument like somewhat
We got
Balance.
yeah. New York has some banging pizza. You know,
I can believe that.
you know, Massachusetts, specifically the Salem's pretty dope. I like Salem. That's where I was born. That place is cool.
The
What
witch
about
trials.
American music, Zed?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I mean, you have like Kendrick, Kanye. Yes, yes, Numpty, Kanye. You got who else? I don't know why I'm blanking out, but
Oh,
got
you
a
also
lot.
have Morton Feldman, right?
Bro, yeah, you know what? Everything sucks about America, dude.
Alright.
It's just so bad here.
Stay
It's
with
just
me,
so
guys.
bad.
America is invalid.
Invalid. It's like the
Well.
Mythbusters. Well, our conclusion is
I'll tell you, there's some nice places in America. You just gotta have the money. Everything else sucks.
Okay.
And we don't have money. We're broke. We're in debt.
The stocks keep rising, but the pays stay the same.
So
So
it's
what
an
you're saying is-
impossible position.
Huh?
It's an impossible position.
Yeah, impossible. But that's what EVW would say if he's talking about countries.
Yeah.
And
That
look
is
where
what-
he is. He is not American,
Yeah, America. Impossible.
dude.
So you're saying America isn't the land of opportunities, as promised.
At least at the point it's at now. I will say that if we, you know, get the fucking economy back in place and actually like, you know, make sure that corporations aren't like as have much
look.
power as they do, and like also like not, you know, be gullible. You know, I think we'll make it come back.
Blaine, I'll explain this to you in the most simple way. You
Sure.
go to the store, right? A normal supermarket. You buy 2 bags worth of stuff. It comes out to like $80.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's how bad it is.
If I'm being honest, I mean, I don't know, I might just be speaking for myself though. But Jay and Eric, you're gonna chime in. I mean, New Zealand might be invalid too.
Like Blaine, it's
and
what Kim Gordon
that
said.
sounds similar to like about New Zealand. But then you gotta consider New Zealand's like the currency is like half.
Blaine, it's
That's
like what
true.
Kim Gordon said. Looking at potatoes, $20 each.
Okay, does that
You
resonate
look
with
at
you?
potato.
Does that
why-
resonate with?
Huh?
Does that resonate with you?
Yes. It lets a single teardrop fall from my eye.
Okay. Well, look. In the scenario where America is watching your podcast, what can America do to improve? To make it maybe slightly more valid?
Like I said, you know, get that dumbass Reaganomic shit, you know, out of there.
Get this dumbass president out of here, bro.
Well,
You don't need him.
we need somebody who's fucking young and fucking.
I
hot.
am the president. Shut.
Not for president
I mean, I will say,
2024.
Joe Biden has done some good stuff. I mean, he's been
Bro, he,
rather
like
inoffensive.
trillion, billion, million, bro. Like who made him president?
I mean, we did.
Good point.
That's true. Bro, Donald Trump, I don't even care what anybody says. He single-handedly like made it better a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay. Look,
I don't know about that one. Not.
I think we're bounced with
You're not you don't live over here, so you wouldn't even
I
know. You
think-
don't live over
I
here, so you
think we
wouldn't
should
even know.
move on to
Hell no, fuck
maybe-
that shit.
Vote.
maybe telling instead of reflecting
Bro.
on America's cause.
Bro,
This
Maybe
dude brought down the
let's
gas
narrow
prices
upside down
by
a
like
little.
10 folds, bro. Shut the
Let's
fuck
narrow
up,
it
Blaine.
he
Get
did
the
do
fuck
good
out of
for
here.
the
Look at
economy.
what-
I'll give him that. He did do good. He made shit cheap. He made shit cheaper.
Instead of narrowing down to the president, what do we narrow?
Instead of narrowing it,
Someone we all know and a very good friend.
we all know that technically speaking.
Oh my. Blaine, this is no point. We're moving on. Alright, we're talking about Kane now. We're talking about the bro. We're talking about the bro.
Bro.
Alright, Jesus Christ. This
In
is
Is
this
it Kane?
segment, in this recurring segment of the TS,
God,
In
this
this
is
the Chronicles of Kane. We talk about, Kane's infamous stories because, he's a very storied man.
Mhm.
And if anyone wants to talk or like relate to the stories to tell about Kane and give their own experiences, feel free to. But
Here, before we start talking about the bro, I just want to say, let us all sit here and close our eyes and remember that Jade is also here.
Hey
my
guys,
And that they have a say
Bro.
too.
Well,
So Jade, would you like to start us off
what?
You know any Kane stories,
Oh.
Jade?
with?
No,
Okay,
I
well
never
then
knew
that's
the
that.
guy,
She
but he
barely
was
even knows
quite the
him.
character.
So let's start off. How about we start at the beginning, Blaine? Let's start at the
You
beginning.
know, one time
Oh, okay.
he
Jade.
joined the call, and Blaine was playing GD, right?
Yes.
And he asked me, and Zan, you were here too,
Mhm.
if Blaine would be down and play Fortnite.
Yes. You did do that.
And I said, Kane, you should try reach Blaine directly. But he didn't.
You did not do that.
And then he eventually
His
left the
phone
call.
was too far away. He couldn't reach it.
So, I remember him quite fondly.
Okay. Well, that's a great way to start off, Jade. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here. How about we bring it back? Let's turn the dial back to the very beginning. Blaine, when you first met Kane, what was
mhm.
he like?
Okay, yeah, sure. So, it was my first day at this new course I was going to lay over during quarantine, just to give me something to do. And, first day I walked in, and it was time for roll call. I sat down on one of the chairs, and next to me was, a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, because he reached out for a handshake at first, and he was like, "Hi, I'm Kate." I was like, "Oh, hi, Kate." And then, like, I didn't say my name back. I was like, who was this guy? They seem really friendly and nice.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I said my name in the roll call. He was like, "Oh, your name's Blaine." I was like, "Yeah." And then, yeah, from there, we started talking. Found out, his name was Kane, Rangi Hayato. And he went by the bro.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first like month or so, we just like hang out during recess or break or whatever, and play games on the like school computers. And we play Krunga. Now, this was one of the first times I noticed Kane could, get a bit full of himself a little bit, because his name on Krunga was Think Baby, and he was on level 300, right?
Mm-hmm.
And him and I would just usually do like a 1v1 on Krunka, snipers only. And Kane, he'd hype himself up a lot. And I'd be like, "Bro, Blaine, you don't want to mess with me." And I'm like, okay. And then whenever we'd fight, man, look, for whatever reason, Kane just always had a convenient excuse about why he wasn't winning our games. It was like, "Oh man, oh Blaine, they're gonna go do something." And I'm like, "What?" And I just see him like leave the room. Or like if Saints would be up way too high, even though like you can't change the Saints are on the same like mouse, like an office mouse. It's like, "Oh, Blaine, I can't aim." Yeah, but whatever. this will end up getting amplified when Numpty ended up joining our calls, and it would end up being a 1v1v1. And yeah, Kane's excuses I know to slowly start turning into lies. Okay, well,
What?
lies. I mean, there might be truth, there might be lies, but I just interpreted them as stories. I ended up inviting Kane to the TSU, and quickly became a fan favorite.
Oh yeah. He's one of the
You know,
goats.
he made his presence known, and he started playing Fortnite with everyone. And yeah, I guess it's over time he grew into, you know, talking more about himself, and when he talk about himself, he'd just recite these crazy stories about things he's done in his lifetime, recently, years ago. And yeah, I guess in this segment we talk about those things. But that's how Kane initially joined, yeah.
Well, it seems that Kane at the beginning was pretty innocent. You
Yeah.
know, what do you think?
What changed Kane?
Yeah, what was the point where Kane went from Kane to
To the
James?
bro.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? Well, I mean, I've got my own perception because I was around him like all day. But like, when did you notice Kane starting to get a bit like out of pocket?
I don't know if it started with, because I have my own little anecdote about Kane, but that's like the only thing I have, which
Yep.
is, so back early when he joined the server, I was a bit inactive, was in the army and stuff, so, you know, I had stuff to do basically.
Oh, there goes Not. Up and Not's back.
Yeah. Not's back. Hi. And so I was basically on and off a lot, and then I joined a call with Kane, and he heard I had an accent, and he was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And me, not wanting to dox myself, immediately played a guessing game with him.
All right. Well, that was smart.
Oh yeah, you guys want to? Got those in the audience might want to keep a memory of the word doxing. It'll come back later.
That's Chekhov's gun for y'all.
But before Mark continues really quick, I just want to provide a bit more context to this whole guessing thing. But before Mark asked Kane to guess where he was from, Kane ended up doing a guessing game with Brim. And you know, geographically, Australia is right next to New Zealand, where you know, Kane resides. Yeah, it still took him like 20 guesses to find out Brim was from Australia, despite Brim's arguably heavy Australian accent. And you know, Brim kind of being like, Kane, I mean, I'm right next door. Like, it genuinely alluded to that like multiple times. Like, Kane was like, still like, Slovenia? And like, look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, but when Mark asked, Kane really started to lose it. So if you want to talk about that, Mark.
I'm going to continue the story now.
Yeah.
Basically, when I do the guessing game, I never lie. I think that's dumb, and that ruins the fun. So I said, I'm always going to answer correctly. You just ask me questions, yes, no, or whatever it is, as long as it's not where are you from directly. And so I did, and he never got it because little niche country, well, 5 million people is not that popular, and the bro got a bit mad and had to DM Brim asking where I was from, because Brim knew. And then he guessed it correctly. I was like, yeah, you got it. And then he left the call and wrote in the chat, I hate Mark. And I was like, oh. Because I'm like, I have so few people that hated me on the server, or I didn't have beef with anyone.
I know.
Generally.
You're like the dad of the server.
Damn.
You still are.
My back. Damn. No, but the thing is, the only people that have had a problem with me is Kane, which is Blombast. I mean, we don't talk about that anymore. It was just a whole funny story.
Yeah.
GeoShad, because he hated my voice. which hurt
Well, Gio
a little
hates
more than it
everything,
should.
and he's, like, because he's, like,
A little
hates
more than it
everything,
should.
and he's, like, because he's, like,
Yeah.
a miserable human being.
And
Yeah.
it's worth mentioning Gio's voice in 2020 was something
Yeah.
else.
It
The
was.
thing is, I have an accent. Ooh, whoop the fucking do, and that was the worst thing ever.
Mhm.
That's basically everybody who had a problem with me.
So it was a shock to the system.
No, it's more like okay.
Oh,
It
damn.
was like really.
Who got
And
you?
this wasn't like a one-off thing, right, Mark? Like Kane could like persisted in disliking you for a bit.
Mhm.
Every time you
Right.
two were in the call, he just tries to start something.
And I never let it start because I'm the more adult person.
Mmm.
So if you're hearing this, Kane, Mark wants to fight.
No, I don't, Kane.
I'm just kidding.
It's blown past. It never. What happened happened. We're not going to talk about it anymore. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. But
Anyone else got a personal anecdote
okay.
about Kane?
Well, you know, the bro. I mean, we can go on and on. I mean, last month, I mean, me
We
and
can
you
wait
literally
5
went
hours.
on for like 3 hours. Yo,
That was saying.
but we literally went on for like what 3 hours just telling stories about Kane. It was insane.
Yo.
But I'm gonna be honest. I think, what's a good story? I guess you know, there was actually, you know what? I gotta think about it. How about someone else goes?
Sure.
Cause I gotta think about it, and I don't wanna stop the flow.
No, how about you, man? What have you got with the bro?
Yeah, I heard you say something about 5 hours.
Yeah, we were in the car just chilling. Kane, I forgot how it went, but Kane said he was gonna take a girl into the back. He said we can wait 5 hours, and we can do the devil's tango.
Yeah, he's just wild like that.
he's just.
He's just wild like that, man.
Okay, well, like,
He
picture
joined the
scene, right?
call just to fart.
It's
Does
true, he
do that.
did.
He farted a lot back then. Like,
And then he got embarrassed and we called him out on it, even though that was the sole purpose of joining the call. He'd be like, no, what? No, I... Okay.
like he was playing Apex, and then he just like let it out. Like he didn't even like hold back. He was like
The regrets.
that's just, like bro. Like are you even trying?
Not even gonna add like sound effects in post.
Okay, well, look.
Oh yeah.
How about we talk about this one? Because this is arguably Kane's most iconic quote.
Let's hear it.
The origin of your mama opinion.
Yeah.
No.
You know
Bro.
more.
Okay, yeah, well, this is another personal anecdote. This is another personal anecdote. But it does have some, other tie-ins as well. So going back to that course with Kane, Numpty, and myself, we do this thing where past midday, we just end up going in like this like course van, and we just like go around like local suburbs and like just do something fun.
Yeah.
And one time we ended up going to like this water park since it was like the end of like the school year or whatever. And it was just Kane and I. I don't think Numpty had joined yet actually, but we just ended up going to this water park. And because the water park was like, I'd say maybe like an hour away, the normal driver wasn't really willing to take us, so we had to get this other guy to drive us at the course, and his name was Pino. I think his name is Pin. Oh god, Pino. It's something like that, right? He's like from he's from Samoa, I believe.
Yeah.
And Pino, he is Kane warned me before we got in the van. He was like, "Oh, Blaine, get ready to buckle up." And I was like, "What the?" Okay, well, first we don't have belts in this van, Kane. But like, I ended up sitting in like this corner of the van where there was no seat in front of me, so it was just like a big open like gap, right? And I'm like, okay, well, this gives you a little like leg room. I can like chillax. But when you drive with Pino, that's the seat you do not want to be in. because Peno is a very reckless driver.
Oh my god.
Very reckless. Which, you know, when you're taking a bunch of, like, you know, teenagers to a water park, you kind of, like, worrying about driving recklessly is probably, like, down the priority list. But anyway, Peno ended up driving us to this thing. And going there wasn't too bad.
Mhm.
But coming back, Daniel was just in a hurry. He was like, "Man, we're gonna get back. We're gonna get back." And you guys know how you're supposed to like slow down when you come with the speed bumps.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. I
And
bet
you
he
would be like,
scratched
"Hey
the
guys,
shit out of
you
his
see
fucking
that?"
bumper.
And we're just in like this Toyota Hilux van, bro.
Oh my god.
And we're just freaking speeding over speed, like way above speed limit. On like suburban street, like and you can just hear Kane go, "Doo, doo, 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 doo." And I was like doing like backflips in the van. So I was like, what the hell is this?
gonna dent it.
Bro, this was one of my first days of course as well, because I joined really late. So on like the third day of course, we ended up doing like an end of year thing. And then I'm just doing like backflips in the van.
I'm sorry. I just really like the idea of that, and I just really like the visual of Penyor just like going really fast over speed bumps, and Kane's just fucking boom, 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 like he's fucking going up and down, fucking like rapidly.
No, and whenever Pena would make a turn in this van, bro, he would be sitting right next to me, and whenever he turned left, bro, it just like collide into me, bro. It was like like a wrecking ball
Hydraulic
hitting my
press.
shoulder, bro. But yeah, I made it home in one piece. But
Mhm.
Kane was like, Kane can see the shock on my face, bro. Like, I was like shook. And Kane, you know, sometimes they calls would be like, "Oh man, you don't want Peno to drive us in the van," and I'm like, "Okay, Kane, whatever." Now, Peno wouldn't end up driving us for a while. It's 2021 now.
Mhm.
And in one of the calls, I believe it was me, Alex, Kane, and I think someone else. But out of nowhere, while Alex was playing Spectral Shift and he clipped this, Kane said, "Do you remember Peno?" But in classic Kane microphone fashion, it really just like trimmed the quote down to like the most essential bits, and it came out as "Your mama Peno," and like a real,
It was
really
more like
stuff
Yo
up.
Mama Penyo. Like you were saying.
Right.
Like it was just like what?
And then we all we were like, "Well, okay, well, what is this?" And then Kane just like got so visibly upset. He was like, "What? I didn't say that." It's like, and then bro, like, I guess it's like coming up on 3 years old now, but
you know,
yeah, I guess Your Mama Peno's been the only thing since Kane's Genesis
you know,
that
there was also
continues to
this
be.
thing. Sorry to interrupt, but there was also this thing where whenever Kane was annoying you, you would just say, "Penyo," and then he would get mad. He would be like, "Shut the fuck up, shut up."
Right. It was like triggering for Kane.
Yeah,
It was bizarre.
it was like his petroleum jelly.
Yo, I would not forget that, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you ever see
It's
Kane,
Vaseline.
I mean, don't harass him, of course, but you know,
Yeah, shout out.
just drop a little Peno.
But I will say this: I think I got my personal anecdote.
Sure.
So you said you were asking people, you were asking us, um, when did Kane, like you asked us this rhetorical question, when did Kane go from innocent to not innocent? So I would like to say that I think the point where Kane did like stopped being innocent was well there's a couple times uh that I think all molded into the Kane we all
The
know and
Kane
love
we all
today.
know.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Kane we all know nowadays. Well, I'll say the first one is well this of course you can't not mention the Starbucks rug. You know, I mean, just the mere thought of, well, you know, releasing your stress to a rug of a hypersexualized Starbucks logo is, I would say, a bit impressive. And, you know, I mean, that kind of stands in the league of its own. Like if it was only that, you know, I think Kane, you know, we would still probably see Kane the same that we do nowadays. But I would also say another part, which is a very similar event, mind you, was
Sure.
the time when you made this level. I forgot what it's called. It was like, but you used the sound bite, and it was from a TikTok from the artist FKA Twigs, where she says
Oh,
Saggy Moon, and then there's a sound effect, Pisces Veen, and then another sound effect, Capri Sun. And she's wearing like this cutoff shirt, you know, just like a normal ass like cutoff shirt that's like green. But I think because of the like reasonably promiscuous nature, like aesthetic that FK Twigs has, it caught Kane's eye.
It did.
And
It did.
he was like, he said, "Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back." And he was gone for, I'm telling you, a minute and a half. And
Yeah,
then
like 90 seconds. Yeah.
yeah, and he comes back and he says, and this is a quote. He comes back and says, "I just came to that." And then we all said, "Wait, what the fuck, Kane? Wait, Kane, what did you do?" And then he's like, heavily breathing. He's like, "All right, hold on, I'll be right back."
Cool.
And then he's gone again for, I'm pretty sure, like 50 seconds this time. And then comes back and says the iconic quote again. And then just starts going on this crazy ass tangent about FK Twigs, saying all this wild stuff. And everyone in the call was just like, did that just happen? Like, did that just happen? You know, like, there's no way that, like, that was real, you know? But I guess it's safe to say that that was inevitable, because there is one more thing I do need to mention. And that was the time. It didn't involve me. This one didn't involve me. It was, it's more so an anecdote from the time that Blaine met up with everyone else. Like, I think it was Eric, Jade, Numpty, and I don't know.
Oh, are we talking about the car, or are you talking about the rash?
No, neither, actually. Neither.
Oh,
Those are for another time. We'll leave those for the next time.
Patreon exclusive.
Oh my god. No, Ko-Fi exclusive.
True.
But, you know, it was the time when there was a meetup between everyone who was in New Zealand. They all got together. And you guys were all walking on like one sidewalk. And then the sidewalk over, there were these two, like you said, there were like, I think feminists, or maybe there were people who were like kind of advocating for, like, you know, to kind of help like, lighten the blow, like maybe like they were like nudists. They were nudists. And there were two girls too, just wearing, I think it was just no shirts, as you said. I think you said they were just not wearing shirts. And then King, you guys were all sitting at a bus stop. You guys weren't even looking. You guys were just minding your own business, looking at your phones. But Kane still yelled out, I guess just to make sure no one sees. He said, "Guys, don't look." And then pulls out his phone and then takes a selfie with him
Yeah, it was like,
and the two nudist girls.
No, but he tried to like half include us in the picture, so I was like, "No, guys, I took a group photo."
You fucking idiot, dude. But he did that, and then I think it was the same day. It was the same day. He
With the
went
body
into
pillow.
he went into a thrift shop, and then got not one, not one and a half, but two body pillows. I don't know what specifically they were, but I think the odds are in my favor that they were both Starbucks and FK Twigs. But body pillows. But he came out and he had two of them. And then I don't remember the context as to why he said it, but he said that he got one for himself and another for his cousin. And I don't know what kind of fucked up like family gift that is, but he gave one to his cousin, or maybe that was, his excuse because, like, to have two, because I remember he also said like last month that he was in a call he was blaring music, and we asked him why the music was so loud, and he said, "Oh, it's my cousin. Hey, cousin, shut up." And then paused the music, and then like an hour after, I asked him if he has a cousin, and he said no. I'm the one playing the music. So I don't know if he has a cousin within his vicinity that he can give a body pillow to. So I think
What
he
do you
might have
guys
just
think?
gotten himself two body pillows.
Does Kane have a cousin?
Kane's cousin? I don't know.
I don't
Likely
think
not
so.
in his vicinity.
I've never heard a scapegoat put onto like a cousin that doesn't exist.
He's not. Well, it seems that it's likely that he's done it twice. But if not twice, it was definitely one time. And it's very strange that it would happen one time.
Right.
I don't know. He has a lot of scapegoats. Like the time that he said that. Actually, you know what? Should we leave it off on one more? Like, should we leave it off on a big one?
Yeah,
Like
I think we got
Okay,
time for
how
one
about the
more.
one?
We got
How
time
about
for
the
one
one
more.
with the How about the one time where he said he went on a high-speed chase, crashed, broke his legs, and he
That's
walked
what I
off.
was gonna leave it off on, bro. Dude, alright, you know what? I'll let Blaine tell the story because I think he knows it more than I do. But this one also includes a scapegoat.
Like dead ass, this is probably my favorite Kane story.
It's peak.
It probably is.
It's peak.
It's probably is. Okay, so it's the day before Kane's birthday, right? And Kane asked his brother if he can borrow his car for tonight. And his brother said sure. And Kane said his plan was to get in his car, get in his brother's car, the car being a Dodge Challenger, and he was gonna go on the highway, and when it turned midnight, he'd be just cruising along at 11:59. As soon as it turns midnight, he's going to go as fast as he can, right? I'm like, okay, well, I'm kind of curious on where this is going, Kane, but look, I was gonna entertain it, okay? So Kane's in this Dodge Challenger, right? His brother's Dodge Challenger. Kane said he's going up to 120 miles per hour on the highway, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So he's just absolutely zooming past. It's midnight, okay? Zooming past every car on the highway. He was going so fast, in fact, that according to Kane, he reached the end of the highway. Like it was like a Pac-Man game, and he got to like the freaking kill screen or them. Like, dude.
Would you like to tell us what the end of the highway was?
Right, yeah. So I asked Kane. I was like, okay, well, what is the end of the highway? Like, do you mean you just got to like, I don't know, it went rural, like country, like just like straight road? No. At the end of the highway, according to Kane, remember you got to be really quick. Get into the highway. It's a massive concrete wall, as high as the eye can see. It's a massive wall, and it's at the end of the highway. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, what happened next, Kane? What, you got to the end of the highway, then what? He said, oh, but Blaine, I didn't slow down. So Kane's still going in 120 miles per hour in his brother's Dodge Challenger, and he crashes into the massive concrete wall in the highway, okay? The following series of events, bro. Kane miraculously isn't hurt other than a broken leg. Okay. The Dodge Challenge is completely total. Kane acknowledges his broken leg. He goes, ah. Yeah, go ahead.
But he did survive because he's alive right now. So obviously, it's
right.
true.
No. He survived. He survived the collision, going that fast. It's a miracle. Only with a broken leg. So, he looks at the situation. He's like, "Oh, where am I?" And then, he's at the concrete wall. He gets out of the rubble of the car, and with his broken leg, Kane told me straight up, he decided to walk off.
Damn.
So, absolutely dumbfounded, bro.
And you know
I'm
the
like,
adrenaline was going
then
crazy
again,
because he's not that
We
much
gotta
of a
get
monster.
into the specifics of this, dude.
Mhm.
So, okay, well, your brother's car. Okay, how was that about? So, Kane apparently has a brother, and according to everything I've heard from Kane, other than the story, I don't think he has a brother.
Mhm.
I don't think his brother. He definitely has a sister, but no brother. So that was my first red flag. Secondly, his brother is a Dodge Challenger. I mean, okay, maybe.
Mhm.
He gets in his car doing 59 and just starts cranking it up at midnight, okay?
Mhm.
And he crashes into a concrete wall at the end of the highway.
And you also
And he
mentioned
walks off.
you said
go
that
ahead.
the fucking wall was similar to the walls in Maze Runner, like in the
Yeah, no.
first Maze Runner.
Oh, it literally goes as high as the eye you can see, bro. It's like Maze Runner, yeah.
It's
I
like
mean, just a big ass concrete wall, dude. Or like freaking Attack on Titan. It's a freaking big ass wall. He crashed into it. The car's in flames. He walks off. And it was all in the span. It was all in the span of that 1 minute at 12 o'clock. Because Kane said when it hit 12:01, he was home.
Dude, you want to know what
Now
my
look.
prediction is?
Yeah, go on.
I already told you, but I think my prediction to that event is that what happened was it was 11:59.
Yep.
Kane decided this. He was like, okay, I'm gonna sneak out. And he went outside to go in his parents' car, which was probably just like a normal SUV, and he got in, and then he started it up, and then at 12:01, he forgot to change the gear to reverse, so he just like drove into the garage door, and then gave up and went inside.
What do we think?
That explains the
No.
car getting totaled.
Yeah.
And the wall.
And the broken leg.
Well,
and he could walk back to him.
Yeah.
He could walk back. Okay.
So that's
I guess
my
that
specific
puts
prediction.
some things though. Maybe Kane's stories are like an ounce true. He's exaggerated it so much.
Because
Bro,
he wants to think he's.
it's like a tiny cherry of truth just covered and slaughtered in like a bunch of like exaggeration.
It's like double speaking from someone who doesn't know what double speaking is.
I
Well,
guess
But shout out
in
Kane.
the next
He's my
articles
goat.
that Kane's thing that the next story we take a look at, we're gonna try to see if what that little bit of truth is.
So is that it? I think
I
think
I
that's
think
it.
that's all we have time for. Yeah.
Ah!